Hello, everyone. I'm here with Mr. Kenny Brown, and I'm Dr. Melanie White Dixon. And today we're going to talk about his part as a choreographer and a wonderful production that's coming up entitled The Prodigal Son Revisited Juga's Journey, and is being mounted by Katina Jennings. Good afternoon.
Hello, hello.
I don't think I've met you before.
Great to meet you in person.
Yes, yes. So let's talk about your dance background. You're going to be a choreographer for this production. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I started dancing when I was younger, just never formally. I didn't really do any dance classes, but learning from music videos, and then I was in shows and plays in school and in church from when I was really, really young. And they would always kind of put me in the dance section because I had kind of a natural affinity for it. Like rhythm was my thing. And so that was that, and learning from street dancers was how I kind of got my start in dance. I didn't formally start taking dance classes until my junior year of high school. We moved, and I went from a high school with sports and.
So, what was that high school that you?
I went to Fort Hays Arts and Academic High School,
All right.
and they had dance as a part of their curriculum. So I took my first ever dance class, Dance One, a freshman level dance class,
Wow.
my junior year at Fort Hays, and then started my dance journey there. It was with the performance group the next year, and I've just haven't really looked back since. I've been able to to get amazing training from unbelievable people both here and
That's great.
nationally. So
That's great.
that's helped me kind of build things to where I am now. I taught in studios for 15 years, done competitions, choreographed for musicals in the
Wow.
city. So definitely, I owe a lot to the change that happened back then to allow me to find my passion in
Well, it
dance.
sounds like you're an asset to Columbus, Ohio. So I'm really excited to hear about your work with Juga's Journey. So you have choreographed a duet on two young people, and it's called Oblivion. Could you talk a little bit about your process for creating and building this piece?
Since this piece is just one part of a much broader story, the place where I started before music, before movement or anything like that, was to understand what role this particular piece plays as far as the story is concerned, where the characters are in their development. What is he going through? What is she experiencing at this time? What does she represent? And making sure that whatever it is that I came up with, no matter what the music was, no matter what movement looked like in my head, that it reflected what was happening in the greater story, because that's the most important thing to get across in a piece like this.
So, what was your process with these particular dancers?
Once I found out who the dancers were, I wasn't really aware of their particular backgrounds because I hadn't worked with them before.
Okay.
So what I did was I listened to the music. Once I had, understood where they were in the story, understood the characters, listened to the music, and create kind of a framework of movement, like an outline, if you will, of movement, that once I got in the room with the actual dancers, then I could flesh it out with movement that was natural to them. So I kind of have an idea of where I want things to go. I know the story that I want to tell, but I want to make sure that I cater those movements specifically to the dancers so it becomes more natural for them.
Yeah, and it sounds collaborative also, and you're not putting the movement on them, you're doing it for them, and it's coming through them. So that sounds really, really exciting.
Absolutely. And I think for me, that is the place where I feel the most empowered when it comes to creating choreography like this. There are plenty of opportunities that someone has to go and do choreography where they come up with a whole thing. It doesn't matter who's in the room. It doesn't matter who's going to be there. They're like, these are the steps. But I got a chance to actually like intimately work with these dancers and put things on their bodies that are made for their bodies, to the point where I feel like this piece is as much theirs as it is mine.
That sounds great.
And if someone else were to come in to try and do it, the piece wouldn't be the same. And we'd have to adjust and make some changes to make sure that it fit whoever that person was going to be, because this piece belongs to the two dancers who are doing it.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to see it. So we're going to have an excerpt and tell us who the dancers are.
Okay, well, we're going to have Erica, who is Abu the Dove, and we're going to have Olani, who is Juga, the one who is on the journey. And we're going to see a portion of this where the two of them kind of connect for the first time as far as like actual movement together. She, being the dove, kind of represents hope for him in this time of despair that he's going through. That's the point of his journey that he's in. And so we're going to see the first time that the two of them really connect. And that should kind of set the tone for what you'll see before in this piece and for what you'll see after in this piece.
Oh, sounds wonderful. So thanks for being with us.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to see Judas Journey, April the 20th at 6 p.m., Lincoln Theater. So here's the excerpt. Thank you.